I'm really excited you're here today because we're going to dive into some powerful health tips, things your body will truly thank you for. If this is your first time joining us, be sure to subscribe and become part of our growing wellness community. Giving this video a quick like helps us reach more wonderful people like you. And I'd love to connect. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching from. If you're over 60 and find yourself waking up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom, you're definitely not alone. While this might seem like just another annoying part of getting older, it actually disrupts your sleep and can even impact your independence. Research shows that nearly 78% of older adults unknowingly make a small but important mistake before bedtime that increases nighttime bathroom visits. The good news is, today you'll discover exactly what to avoid so you can get back to peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. These frequent bathroom trips can leave you drained, irritable, and less able to enjoy your daily life. Maybe you've started cutting down on fluids late in the day or avoiding going out in the evening just to minimize disruptions. But what you might not realize is that 5 common, seemingly harmless habits during your day could be behind your restless nights. In this video, I'll walk you through each of these hidden causes and explain simple, lasting ways to fix them. Before we jump in, please hit the like button if you care about improving your sleep and quality of life, and subscribe so you don't miss future videos packed with life-changing advice. Also, I'm curious, how often do you wake up at night to urinate? Share your story in the comments. Your input motivates us to keep researching and sharing information that makes a real difference. It's important to understand that waking up repeatedly at night to urinate, called nocturia, isn't just an unavoidable part of aging. It's often a sign that something in your daily habits is out of balance, and this imbalance can lead to more serious issues than you might expect. Studies show that disrupted sleep from nocturia is linked to a higher risk of falls, heart problems, memory issues, and even depression among older adults. When your sleep gets broken up, your body misses out on the deep restorative stages, especially REM sleep, which is critical for memory and repair. Poor sleep doesn't just make you feel tired. It hinders healing, weakens your immune system, and speeds up aging. Over time, this affects your focus, decision-making, and overall activity levels. Here's the encouraging part. For most older adults, nocturia isn't caused by a serious illness. Instead, it's usually triggered by specific habits that are easy to change. Years of clinical experience in sleep science and elder care have identified 5 key behaviors that, when corrected, can dramatically reduce or even stop those nighttime bathroom trips. What I'm sharing today is backed by solid research and countless success stories. These tips are practical and proven, so stay tuned. You're about to learn how to reclaim your nights and wake up refreshed, energized, and ready to live your best day. Habit number 1, avoiding liquids within 3 hours of bedtime. Although it might seem obvious to avoid drinking water right before bed, the reality is a bit more complex. And surprisingly, many people don't realize they're still consuming fluids that can disrupt their sleep. While they may consciously limit plain water in the evening, they often overlook other sources of liquids that can be just as problematic, or even worse when it comes to causing nighttime bathroom trips. These hidden fluids come from foods and beverages that aren't typically thought of as contributing to the issue. Here's what happens inside the body. When you consume any type of liquid within 3 hours of bedtime, your kidneys keep working to process and filter that fluid, resulting in increased urine production just as your body should be settling into rest. This becomes especially important with age, as the body systems slow down and become more sensitive to such disruptions. Many older adults don't realize that foods with high water content, like melons, citrus fruits, soups, and even some vegetables, add a significant amount of fluid to their system. Combine that with drinks like tea, broths, or medications taken with a high volume of liquid, and it's easy to see why frequent nighttime awakenings occur. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona. She spent years waking up 4 or 5 times a night to use the bathroom and tried various solutions, from cutting back water to medications and even surgery. She once told me, "I felt like a prisoner to my bladder." What she didn't recognize was that her nightly chamomile tea and dinner soup were major contributors. Once Margaret followed the full strategy I'm sharing today, her situation improved dramatically. Within just 2 weeks, her bathroom trips dropped to once per night, transforming her quality of life. Reducing fluid intake before bedtime offers benefits beyond better sleep. It helps the body increase production of vasopressin, a hormone that concentrates urine and lowers its volume overnight, leading to deeper, more restorative sleep. This means waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to face the day. To apply this, try setting a liquid curfew 3 hours before you go to bed. For example, if you sleep at 9 p.m., stop all fluids, including water, tea, juice, soup, and watery fruits, by 6 p.m. For those with limited mobility, keep a small water supply by the bedside for emergencies or medications. If you have diabetes or take medicines that increase thirst, consult your doctor about adjusting your hydration schedule to focus on earlier hours. Months later, Margaret shared, "I can't believe such a simple change made this much difference. I sleep like I did at 50, and my energy is triple. My grandkids are amazed." Habit number 2, eating dinner too late and consuming natural diuretics. A surprisingly common error that affects about 85% of older adults is eating dinner late in the evening and including foods that naturally increase urine production. Many people don't realize that what and when they eat can directly lead to frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. The timing of your evening meal, along with any snacks close to bedtime, greatly influences how your body handles fluids during the night. Eating too close to bedtime, especially when the meal contains ingredients that act as natural diuretics, causes your body to keep processing and eliminating fluids long after you've gone to bed. This leads to fragmented sleep due to multiple awakenings to urinate. Several common foods contain natural compounds that stimulate urine production. These include tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, asparagus, watermelon, coffee, green tea, chocolate, and herbs like parsley and cilantro. While these foods are typically regarded as healthy and enjoyed regularly, they can inadvertently contribute to the frustrating problem of nocturia, which many mistakenly accept as an inevitable part of aging. Here's the reason. Digestion takes around 3 to 4 hours, and this process slows down when you lie down. During digestion, diuretic substances in food remain active longer in your system, prolonging their effect on the kidneys. Additionally, salty foods, prevalent in many diets, cause fluid retention during the day. When you lie down at night, your body releases this stored water, increasing nighttime urination. Take Robert, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Tampa, Florida, as an example. For years, he ate dinner late, often around 8:30 p.m., with snacks close to 9:30 p.m. His meals frequently included diuretic-rich items like cucumbers, tomatoes, and green tea. Robert shared, "I thought waking up 3 or 4 times at night was just aging, but I was exhausted and foggy all day." After learning about the link between meal timing and nocturia, Robert adjusted his habits. He moved dinner to 6:30 p.m. and stopped eating diuretic foods and drinks after 4 p.m. Within 10 days, his nightly bathroom trips dropped to 1, and after 3 weeks, he was sleeping 6 uninterrupted hours. This shift not only improved his sleep, but also revitalized his daily energy and focus. Eating in sync with your body's natural rhythms offers multiple benefits. It can reduce nighttime urination, improve digestion, lower acid reflux risk, which disrupts sleep, and enhance metabolic efficiency during rest. Many report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energetic in the morning after making this change. To implement this, aim to finish dinner at least 4 hours before bedtime, ideally between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. Also create 2 lists, one with foods that support restful sleep, like lean proteins, sweet potatoes, rice, oats, bananas, carrots, and broccoli, and another listing sleep saboteurs, natural diuretics and alcohol. Although alcohol may initially cause drowsiness, It often leads to disturbed sleep and more frequent urination later. If your medications or lifestyle require nighttime eating, consult your healthcare provider to find ways to adjust without harming your health. Today, Robert says, changing when and what I eat completely transformed my nights. Dinner at 6 p.m. and I sleep better than I have in years. My wife says I'm like I'm 50 again. Habit number 3, using the bathroom just in case before bed. Many older adults believe that emptying their bladder right before going to sleep, even when they don't feel a strong urge, is a smart precaution. However, this well-intentioned habit can actually backfire, becoming one of the most misleading behaviors that contribute to frequent nighttime bathroom trips, known medically as nocturia. What most people don't realize is that this routine can train the bladder to hold less urine, ultimately worsening the problem. The bladder is a flexible muscular organ that adapts to the patterns established by your daily habits. When you habitually empty it, even without a genuine need, you inadvertently teach your bladder to expect frequent, small amounts of urine to be voided. Over time, this reduces the bladder's natural capacity to stretch and store a normal volume of urine. Instead of holding its usual 300 to 500 milliliters, the bladder starts signaling fullness at much smaller volumes, sometimes as low as 100 to 150 milliliters. This creates a false sense of urgency, convincing you that you need to urinate even though your bladder isn't truly full. Night after night, this cycle disrupts your sleep with unnecessary bathroom visits. A clear example comes from Dorothy, a 74-year-old widow living in Seattle. She developed what she called a safety ritual of using the bathroom before bed regardless of whether she felt a real need. I thought I was being proactive, she explained, but I ended up making things worse. Dorothy's bladder learned to signal urgency at lower volumes, causing her to wake up several hours after falling asleep with the sensation of a full bladder that wasn't really full. Fortunately, Dorothy was able to break this cycle through a process called bladder retraining. By gradually teaching her bladder to hold urine longer and respond only to true signals of fullness, she regained control over her nights. Within a few weeks, she was able to sleep 5 to 6 hours without interruption. The benefits of breaking this habit are quick and profound. As your bladder returns to its normal storage capacity, nighttime urination episodes drop significantly. You also rebuild trust in your body's ability to regulate itself, reducing anxiety around bedtime and improving sleep quality. Many people report feeling more independent and emotionally empowered when they stop being controlled by their bladder. To begin changing this habit, follow the real need rule. Only use the bathroom before bed if you genuinely feel a strong physical urge. If you find yourself going out of habit or worry, pause and try a calming activity for 15 to 20 minutes, such as reading, deep breathing, or listening to soothing music. Often the urge will fade, revealing that it was caused by anxiety rather than true bladder fullness. If you have a history of incontinence or take diuretics, talk to your healthcare provider. They can help design a bladder training plan tailored to your needs. For those with mobility challenges, keeping a portable urinal nearby can help, but try not to rely on it out of habit or fear. Dorothy later shared, "I couldn't believe I had created the very problem I wanted to avoid. Now I trust my body again and finally get real rest. I'm no longer at the mercy of my anxiety." Before moving on to the next helpful tip for better nights and improved well-being, here's an exciting announcement. If you want detailed advice on aging well, check out my new ebook, Health and Well-Being for Seniors. It's packed with expert tips on nutrition, fitness, brain health, and practical strategies for thriving at any age. The download link is in the first pinned comment below this video. Don't miss this chance to take control of your health and sleep better naturally. Habit number 4, sleeping position and pillow support. That could be disrupting your sleep. This might come as a surprise. Many healthcare providers rarely mention it. But how you position your body during sleep and the type of pillows you use can greatly affect how often you wake up at night to urinate. Most older adults don't realize that their sleep posture might be putting unnecessary pressure on the bladder and affecting blood circulation, which in turn disrupts normal urinary function. Sleeping on your stomach or in ways that press against your abdomen can compress the bladder, causing it to send false signals of fullness, even when it's not really full. This subtle ongoing pressure can lead to more frequent awakenings during the night. Additionally, poorly placed pillows, especially under the head or between the legs, can interfere with blood flow and venous return, the process where blood from your legs moves back to the heart. When circulation is impaired, fluid that has collected in your legs during the day shifts into your bloodstream at night. Your kidneys then process this extra fluid, increasing urine production precisely when your body needs to rest. The science behind this is intriguing. Sleeping on your side, especially the left side, with a pillow placed between your knees and proper support under your head, keeps your spine aligned and reduces pressure on your abdomen and bladder. This position also improves circulation and kidney function overnight. With less bladder compression and minimized fluid redistribution, the urge to urinate during the night drops considerably. Recent studies back this up. One showed that simply changing sleep position led to a 30 to 40% decrease in nocturia episodes. Let me share Frank's story. He's a 71-year-old retired military veteran from Denver who had long slept on his stomach out of habit. He woke up 3 times nightly to urinate and feared prostate problems, planning a urologist visit. After learning about the impact of sleep posture, Frank started shifting to side sleeping, used a supportive pillow between his knees, and adjusted his head pillow to keep his neck neutral. Within 2 weeks, his bathroom trips dropped by half, and after a month, he sometimes slept through the night. Frank also noticed reduced back pain, less morning stiffness, and deeper, more restful sleep. He said, "Changing how I sleep has made a world of difference. It's something I wish I'd known years ago." If you want to try this, start sleeping on your left side to promote better circulation and reduce organ strain. Place a medium firm pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned and ease hip pressure. Use a head pillow that supports a neutral neck position, not too high or low. If you're a long-time stomach sleeper, transition gradually by leaning slightly to one side and using pillows to support you. Your body will adapt over time. For those with joint pain or arthritis, ergonomic or orthopedic pillows can make this more comfortable. If you have sleep apnea or snore heavily, avoid lying flat on your back, as it can worsen symptoms. Instead, favor left side sleeping to improve airflow and reduce airway pressure. Frank recently told me, "Adjusting my sleeping position improved my sleep and cut down on how often I wake up. Even my back feels better." It's amazing how such a small change can bring big improvements in your health, comfort, and energy. Before moving to the next tip, I'd appreciate if you could like this video. It helps us reach more people with valuable, science-backed health advice that can truly change lives. Get ready to learn about another often overlooked reason your sleep might be suffering without you even realizing it. Habit number 5, inappropriate bedroom temperature and unsuitable sleepwear. One of the most overlooked yet surprisingly influential factors that affect nighttime urination, especially for older adults, is the temperature of your sleeping environment and the kind of clothes you wear to bed. Though it may seem like a small detail, managing these properly can make a huge difference in reducing trips to the bathroom at night and greatly improving sleep quality. Many people don't realize how heat, from either a warm room or heavy sleepwear, can interfere with the body's natural overnight functions. Your body's internal temperature regulation is closely linked to hormone production, particularly vasopressin. This hormone helps concentrate urine during the night, reducing the need to urinate frequently. If your body stays too warm while you sleep, this delicate balance can be thrown off. When your bedroom temperature is too high, typically above 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or you wear thick, heat-retaining pajamas, your body struggles to cool down as it naturally should during sleep. This condition, known as thermal stress, disrupts hormone activity and circulation. Heat causes blood vessels to widen, altering blood flow and increasing the amount of fluid filtered by the kidneys. The consequence? Your body produces more urine at the very time it should be resting. During a normal sleep cycle, your core temperature drops by about 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, 1.5 to 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This decrease triggers the release of melatonin, which promotes sleep, and vasopressin, which reduces urine production. When room temperature or sleepwear prevents your body from cooling properly, this critical biological process is interrupted, making it harder to sleep through the night. Research backs this up. People who sleep in rooms maintained between 18 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, can experience up to a 50% reduction in nighttime urination just by optimizing room temperature and sleepwear. Consider Eleanor's experience. She's a 69-year-old retired teacher from Miami, Florida, who lived in a warm climate and kept her bedroom warm, avoiding air conditioning. She wore flannel pajamas even in summer, believing warmth was more comfortable. However, she regularly woke up soaked in sweat and needing to use the bathroom up to 4 or 5 times each night. Once Eleanor realized how heat was impacting her sleep and urinary health, she made simple changes. She installed a quiet air conditioner and switched to breathable cotton pajamas. The results were almost immediate. Within a week, her nightly bathroom visits dropped to 2, and after 3 weeks, she often slept through the night. The benefits went beyond fewer bathroom trips. Eleanor noticed deeper, more refreshing sleep, fewer night sweats, and more energy in the morning. Many who make similar changes report improved hormone balance, reduced snoring, stabilized blood pressure, and fewer hot flashes, especially important for postmenopausal women. Making this adjustment at home doesn't require expensive equipment. Aim to keep your bedroom temperature between 18 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This can be achieved with air conditioning, a fan, or simply opening a window during cooler weather. Replace heavy synthetic fabrics like fleece or polyester with breathable materials such as cotton, linen, or bamboo, which allow heat to escape and keep you comfortably cool. If you tend to get cold at night, use light blankets or easily removable layers instead of thick, heat-trapping pajamas. Cotton sheets are preferable since they prevent heat buildup under the covers. Even a basic fan can improve air circulation and nighttime comfort. If you're on medications that affect temperature regulation, such as antidepressants, blood pressure drugs, or hormone therapies, talk with your doctor for tailored advice. Months after her changes, Eleanor shared, "It's amazing that something as simple as adjusting room temperature solved a problem I struggled with for years. I feel younger, more rested, and have so much more energy. It really changed my life." Isn't it remarkable how something as fundamental as room temperature and sleepwear can have such a profound effect on your sleep and overall well-being? Final thoughts. Now that you have explored the 5 common habits disrupting your sleep, it's time to focus on how to make these changes practical and sustainable. When combined, these adjustments can greatly reduce nighttime bathroom trips and help you enjoy restful, uninterrupted sleep. This in turn will leave you feeling more energized, productive, and fulfilled during the day. What makes these strategies especially empowering is that they put your well-being firmly in your own hands. There's no need for expensive treatments, medications, or invasive procedures. Just a willingness to adjust some everyday habits, many of which you might not have realized were affecting your sleep. Remember, your body is remarkably resilient. When you provide the right environment and habits, it naturally knows how to heal and restore itself. Regardless of your age or current health, it's never too late to improve your sleep quality, and you might even notice positive changes from the very first night you start implementing these habits. My hope is that this information not only helps you, but also offers support to someone you care about. If you followed along this far, it shows how much you value your health, which motivates me to keep sharing science-backed insights that truly improve lives. Thank you for being here. To keep receiving helpful tips and updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll be among the first to learn about new discoveries that can enhance your sleep, energy, and overall wellness. Until next time, take good care of yourself with kindness, mindfulness, and confidence that you're making choices that lead to a healthier, more vibrant life.